Welcome folks, this is Wear and Tear, yet another outdoor and gear review channel. Now, today I want to show you a real low budget EDC flashlight that is extremely light and comes with a few quirks and features. I love it and I hate it at the same time. Stay tuned for my review. Today we're talking about the Klarus E5. Klarus, quality manufacturer with some very low budget offerings. This runs between 15 and 20 bucks. I've got to appreciate this flashlight and I've learned to hate it. First of all, obviously I appreciate it because it's very light. It's not much heavier than, let's say, a lighter. It goes great with a Benchmade bug out. It's lighter than a Benchmade bug out. This is just a clone, by the way. I'm not spending crazy money on knives. I'd rather buy a lot of knives, but not single expensive ones, because I always use them, just like my flashlights. So I have used this flashlight for a few months. And every time I've used it, it came in super handy and it was super awkward at the same time. First of all, not during summertime, it's just nice not to carry bulky 21-700 flashlights, 18-650 flashlights, you know, those cylinder type flashlights. A flat flashlight like this has some advantages. Pretty cool in pocket, pretty cool when you have it like here on your shirt or something. Now this flashlight comes with two COB LEDs. COB LEDs are great at giving you a floodlight. Naturally good rendering colors, superb floodlight. Same is true here. Also, it is very bright. So we have this side COB LED. As you can already see, there is PWM. It flickers. That means when you do fast movements with the light, you can get irritated a little bit. Some people are more sensitive than others. Definitely not good for photos and videos. And that's not so much the case on the higher mode. The PWM goes away. That's pretty bright, I must say, for such a flashlight. Yeah, we have a great red-blue strobe that I really appreciate. Imagine that on your backpack. You're totally visible when you ride your bicycle. You might also be confused with the authorities. So cars will slow down for you. Don't get caught by the police. So anyways, pretty cool. I like it. I'm just a child, so who doesn't like those strobes, right? Especially when they're out of the way. Now that's the problem a little bit. Long press brings you into the second mode, and that is also a COB LED, which has a very similar, almost the same light pattern. So it's like, why do I need that? Now, the only difference with this, similar brightness again, double click brings you into a white strobe. So you have a red-blue strobe here on the side LED, and you have the white strobe here. Otherwise, you have very similar light patterns, very similar output patterns. It's just the angle that is different. Like, why do I need an LED here? I could also carry the light like so. It's not heavy or so. And it's a quirk, but it's not my biggest gripe or complaint. The user interface is very, at least it has mode memory. Other than that, it's a bit annoying because it's hard to even feel the side switch here. It's very similar to the USB charging port. So I always have to fumble around and to find the light switch. So the basic mode, long press between the side LED and the front LED, which I would always have it on the side LED. It's just a bit more floody, a bit brighter, and it's just, you know, nice because it's at a 90-degree angle compared to the axis of the flashlight. What's really nice is the clip that is basically almost like a money clip, right? Very stable, very well-made clip. That's also the advantage of those flat flashlights. You can actually mount very good clips to them, compared to many cylindrical flashlights, which have a little bit of a problem in this department. We have a magnetic back. That's cool. Absolutely useful. I used it a lot more than I thought initially. Yeah, So it's a very inexpensive, extremely practical flashlight. Biggest downside is the PWM and the user interface. So if they gave a little bit better electronics to the flashlight and a switch that is a bit more prominent, a bit more easy to find, although then it activates by accident probably more often. It's all a design compromise. Still, the user interface is not the greatest thing on earth, and especially the PWM in terms of light quality is not great. I have done some beam shots for you. You'll see it at the end of the videos in my cellar over there. Other than that, yeah, of course it has a built-in lithium polymer battery. So the flashlight is probably toast in a couple of years because of the battery, and you cannot really open this one up. You probably can, but find a who does that? It's 15 to 20 bucks. So then it's probably toast in a couple of years. But until then, it's definitely a nice backup flashlight or something nice if you have to carry a lighter load out. It's really extremely bright as well. So I really used it a lot more than I wanted, because every time I pulled it out, it was kind of odd to turn it on. Where's the switch? Oh, no, that was the charging port. Ooh, this comes on, not that. Kind of odd, but still always kind of very useful. So it's a cool flashlight, EDC on budget. And that's a cool shovel, by the way. It's one of those survival shovels. It's like, I have lost the screw here. My dad replaced it. It got broken here. A friend of mine had to weld it. But it's a cool shovel. It's just way too heavy. Don't buy these shovels with those multi-tool survival things and you have a fire starter in there. If it's the only item that you can have in your car, okay. But other than that, buy those items separately. Because these shovels are kind of cool, but also kind of useless. Anyways, that was just a side remark here. Buy a cold steel, those Spetsnaz shovels. They're fun to throw as well. Anyways, yeah. I'm sorry, this summer I'm very, very busy, so there are not a lot of reviews that are coming out from my side, but I use a lot of gear, so collect experiences. It's just fun. We had a summer camp a couple of weeks ago. That's just fun to use stuff and do some outdoor things. So yeah, let's go back to the cellar and check out the light quality in action. So this is a rear view into my cellar. First we have the side LED. On the low mode it has strong PWM flickering. Mid mode, that's better. It's actually decent. And here we have high mode. It's really, really bright. Extreme floodlight from the side LED of the Klarus E5. Now we have the red-blue strobe mode, which has a really good effect. And now double click, we have a weird strobe on the front cob LED. And yeah, let's go back to the front cob LED. Yeah, you already realize I tried to activate the front cob LED, but yeah, now with a long press I've activated it. It's very similar to the side cob LED, except of this annoying strobe really. So it also has a strong PWM on the front cob LED. And yeah, so basically you can switch the light between the front cob LED mode and the side cob LED mode. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense because both cob LEDs naturally just give you a whole lot of floodlight. And there is no other functionality. Of course, the front cob light has the strobe, and the side cob light has this very awesome police strobe mode. But the UI is just a bit awful. Okay folks, this was Wear and Tear. I hope you liked my little review of the Klarus E5. If you have 15 to 20 bucks to spare and you need a small flashlight that is kind of useful and kind of annoying, just get it.